I believe we have a choice in this world about how to tell sad stories. On the one hand, you can sugarcoat it. And nothing is too messed up that can't be fixed with a Peter Gabriel song. I like that version as much as the next girl does. It's just not the truth. I read the script almost 2 years ago now and immediately read the book because I was so profoundly moved by it. And sort of chased down the role for the last 2 years. And then Ansel and I read together. I did a lot of chemistry reads after I was cast with different guys. And Ansel walked in and it was very clear that he was the one and only choice for Augustus.
It's probably because of Shailene that I got the role, because if I hadn't read the book, I don't know if I would have gotten the role when I auditioned. And before I auditioned, she said, "Have you read the book?" And I was like, no. She said, "If you go into the audition with me and you haven't read the book, I'll be very upset." And I said, "Oh, damn it, okay, I have to read it." And then I picked it up and I read it in like a day. And I was like, wow, this is really good. Like, I don't like books very often, and this is amazing. So I was immediately like so connected to it, and I was like, I have to play this character. He's so special. The story's so special. And I think I knew that if they did this right, it would be a spectacular movie, and I think it is.
I'm Augustus Waters. I've been in remission for about 1.5 years.
Maybe you'd like to share some of your fears with the group.
My fears? Oblivion. What's your name?
Hazel.
What's your full name?
Hazel Grace Lancaster. Why are you staring at me?
Because you're beautiful.
I was really so moved by the book, and falling in love with John Green's writing made me so want to be part of this story, and you know, not only to shed light on supporting childhood cancer and funding for research and all the things that come with getting to be a part of this movie, but this irreverent, beautiful, unique, wise voice of this young girl, and both characters that John has written just carry you with such grace into considering your own life. And he does it so seamlessly. There's no morality tale to the movie, and yet you walk away wanting to consider the good fortune of a moment in your own life. And that's really amazing.
So, what's your story?
I was diagnosed when I was 13.
Your real story.
I am quite unextraordinary.
I reject that at the hand.
You know, Gus talks about you all the time.
We're just friends.
I hope you realize you're trying to keep your distance from me in no way lessens my affection for you.
Gus, I'm a grenade. One day I'm gonna blow up, and I'm gonna obliterate everything in my wake, and I don't want to hurt you.
I think when you do a film like this and you play the character who is young, going through a sickness, but at the same time has a real passionate love story, I really learned about, I think, that just appreciating the moments that you have in front of you. And that's the way that Gus lives and Hazel lives throughout the story. And also Gus learns his lesson at the end of the story, which is that what is in front of you is most important. And that you can't be worried about changing things for the future or leaving a mark. It's about the present. And that is something that I think that all human beings should learn and strive to be comfortable with. And I don't know if I personally am yet, because it's a tough thing to be okay with. But that's something that I will strive to do in my life, is to be okay with the present. And playing Augustus Waters definitely brought me closer to achieving that.
One thing that occurred to me that I hadn't before is the heroic quality when someone is able to normalize an experience for someone else. And that was a very interesting thing, how he wrote these parents, that they are working so hard to normalize what she's walking through. And so to consider how we're able to bottle grief when we have to take care of someone else and make life seem, you know, okay when enormous things are happening. Those people are great heroes, and they're around us every day and in our lives, and that's an extraordinary quality.
We spent a lot of time with kids with cancer. They were on the set just to give it, just validity and make it real. And it's one of those things where, one of the things that my character says is the universe demands to be noticed, which is a great idea. And one of those things of just really taking stock of the really beauty of the little things that you don't usually notice. And, I really was struck by that in the story.
It was more about celebrating life. This book doesn't victimize death and it doesn't victimize sickness or cancer or whatnot, but it sort of teaches you to celebrate life regardless of how short or how long it is. And that was something that I was really moved by in the script and in the book and now in the movie. I think the movie really did a good job at capturing that tone of appreciating every moment because nothing's guaranteed.
You gave me a forever within the numbered days, and I can't tell you how thankful I am for our little infinity.
It's a good life, Hazel Grace.
Okay.